So there was a bodega cat in San Francisco named Kit Kat who was killed, run over by a Waymo. I know I'm like a week late on this, but I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. And people are pissed, and rightfully so. Like, if you go to Waymo's social media accounts, the ratios are insane. First of all, rest in peace to Kit Kat. His death is very tragic, and it shouldn't have happened. However, I'm going to say something unpopular. You might not like this one, so just be forewarned. Which is, you know how many people die in car accidents every day? About 3,500 worldwide. Not to mention that there are probably hundreds of thousands of animals run over by people every day, and they don't get a news story. Nobody cares. My point is, pound for pound, self-driving automated vehicles are probably far safer than human-operated vehicles. Humans probably cause Waymo accidents than Waymos do. You know why? Because self-driving vehicles don't speed. They don't have street races. They don't text and drive. They don't drink and drive. They don't have road rage. They're perfectly rational. Most car accidents are caused by human error. Now, I understand that this is bad. I understand that this shouldn't have happened, and it could have been avoided. I also know that the optics around it are terrible, especially because everybody loves cats, and people generally dislike AI and the automation of our world. People are generally skeptical of it, or at least that's the prevailing sentiment that I see on the internet and social media. And to be fair, I share some of that skepticism, and I understand that there's something sinister about a self-driving vehicle running over a cat. Like, there is something dystopian about that. I do acknowledge that. So yeah, this is not a good look for Waymo, which is why I know that what I'm saying is going to be unpopular. Like, I know people won't like it, because it kind of makes me sound like a bootlicker, like I'm defending a multi-billion-dollar corporation. And don't get me wrong, Waymo is not free from blame at all. Should they be held accountable? Yes. Should they improve their technologies to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again in the future? Yes, absolutely. Also, it could happen to a kid, right? Because if it didn't detect a cat, who knows if it could detect a kid. However, I think self-driving vehicles are a net positive for society. I think overall they're a good thing. Maybe you don't like AI, but I really do think that if the technology is improved, things like this can be avoided. And I'm not really anti-self-driving car. Driving is kind of low-key a waste of time, and it's very dangerous. And I do think self-driving cars, if they were perfected and improved, could